Good morning, afternoon, and evening, everybody, and welcome to Speed Gaming 4 Group Stage Action for Group AF in the Links to Castle Randomized Tournament featuring dazedcloud and AK Drizzt. My name is Quizbull, and joining me on comms today, DXR441. DXR, how you doing?
Pretty good. So we've got a standard boots race between these two. So standards, we got to go through the whole escape sequence, starting with boots, but this is not quite casual boots because we're not starting with a sword. Uncle's going to give us a random weapon like he usually does.
Of course, it could be a sword, but it's always a little bit more interesting when it's not.
Yeah, especially when you get like bombs, or that's the most interesting one, I think, or the cane and burn them, because you got to be really careful with your magic.
Definitely. All right, well, the runners are all queued up. It should be starting here any moment now, and we'll get underway. Any predictions for the seed? Anything you want to see?
Not really. Just hope for a good race.
Yeah, standard boots is generally one of the faster modes that you can get out there, so we're going to see these runners dashing through Hyrule, and hopefully we'll get a nice jet seed.
Yeah, Structural Mike's been keeping a spreadsheet of like unofficial statistics for the group stage, and standard boots has been quite a bit faster than the other modes, given the boot start and all that.
All right, and here we go.
And we've run out of Weebatics, and Uncle's going to go to the store, but instead he's going to go to the hideout and give us something later. And a Bloomerang to start out. It's nice, he can learn the stun prize pretty early on.
Okay, give us a sec, we're just syncing things up.
I should say, if you do get a bomb start, well, that's 2 Light World pendants, and I believe Hero is a red crystal. Oh, it is bomb escape.
There it is. Now, the good news is they don't actually have to conserve one of the bombs for the very end. They can use their boots, just bonk open the back and escape. So they don't have to worry about wasting all 10.
And a red rupee for the stun prize, it appears.
Yep, AK identifying that pretty early there. So that'll be great for some rupee farming a little later on if they need to go do Zora or something.
Alright, so as we are here in Group A, dazedcloud has already had 1 race against Yagamoth. He lost it. It was a Fad Keys race. And this is Dritzt's first race of groups. So there's a lot with bomb escape. There are setups. Unfortunately, Dazed is going to lose a couple bombs here. Ooh, and he's down to a heart. Yeah, this is okay. So remember, he's got the boomerang. Okay, an immediate lamp. Now you don't necessarily have to get a lamp in escape. You are given a light cone even if you don't have the lamp, so it didn't have to be here per se.
Yeah, but runners are probably a little frustrated to see a lamp this early because that kind of suggests that Ag might be in their future.
Yeah, it can.
Oh, that's some good information. Daze just defeated a guard there, and a fairy popped out. That means the 8-bomb pack is in the guard pack, and so the runners are paying attention. They might be able to get a nice refill later on.
How was it? Was it dropping other? Was it? Oh, red boomerang. Okay. I was gonna say, do we see a guard drop anything else? Because it could just be the hearts or health prize pack.
I believe it was specifically since it was a fairy. I think that's part of the one that's got the full magic. It's got a red rupee. It's got the fairy, and it's got 10 arrows and the 8 bombs.
And there's a small key. Now, Dazed only on 2 bombs. If you do save and quit after you pick up Zelda, you will spawn back in the cell with, I believe, 3 bombs. So we might... I don't know, I'm just going to continue. We're just going to go with the 2 bombs.
Yeah, if you're armed with the boomerang, I think you can stun the rats in the escape. So at least you can make them stand still enough for them to hit them with your bombs. And of course, then you don't need one for the back.
Yeah, and also, it's he's got to kill the guard again.
Oh yeah, that's that little quirk. If you do a stun kill, the guard respawns.
Actually, if you take Zelda to the bookshelf and push that, that becomes your new spawn on the save and quits.
Question in chat. It's actually the Twilight Princess MSU we're hearing.
Yeah, forgetting the Hyrule Castle theme, and Hyrule Castle, very appropriate. Alright, Dritz make his way to Dark Cross. Okay, there's some bombs in Dark Cross, so that's fine for Dazed.
Yep, that's a nice little quick refill. I don't believe we've seen the map yet, so if it doesn't show up in the back three, the runners, if they're counting their items, they can skip the sanctuary chest.
Yep, I believe we have seen 3 of the 6 items.
Yep, there's AK doing the stun, getting the key, and now we're off.
Okay, well, the map's there. So we're going to be opening up the Sanctuary chest, and we find a bow.
Uh-oh.
Pendant Eastern, anyone?
Yeah, that's always kind of rough when it's a Pendant Eastern, that bow shows up early, because it's like you don't want to go there, but you've got the lamp too, so you can full clear it. It's it's one of those if I gotta.
And just double checking his pause menu. And gets 300 rupees.
All right, so let's see which direction Drizzt goes here. We can. All right, we're going to Kakariko. Usually that's a nice standard play there. You just go there because there's just so many items.
And you get a hard container on Bonk Rocks. Commonly, once you come out of escape in a boot start, you go to back of escape, or you check Bonk Rocks, then you go up and check the Lumberjack Ledge, see if that's anything important. You also check the Bush Crabs as well, they're just dropping hearts.
Tier 2 tree pole, that's some bombs.
Okay, and that is a red crystal on Tower of Hera. And Lumberjack has for us just more bombs.
A very bomb-heavy seed.
Yeah. Tree poles, Uncle. Yep. And it was 20 rupees. We got enough money for model vendor. And we got a bug net.
Yeah, not too much utility there with the bug net, unless you want to do some swag Aghanim strats.
All right, we've gotten some stuff, but it's kind of concerning stuff. Like the bow and the lamp, for instance. Let's see if Kakariko steers us in another direction.
Okay, just some health so far. Some money. And more money.
Yeah, so not much here other than a lot of money.
Yeah, now that puts us over 600. So that's 100 for the bottle vendor and 500 for Zora. So the runners might be starting to think, okay, maybe it's time to go and pay for all the things I need to pay for.
And just a note, right now, King Zora is out of logic. We don't have a glove and we don't have flippers. Wow, lots of bombs and heart pieces. Okay, well, there's a glove.
There we go. That's finally some progression.
Gives us access to the mountain.
Yeah, but at this stage, the only thing you'll be able to do is save the old man, take a peek at Spectacle Rock, and then take a look inside, see if there's anything inside worth grabbing.
Yeah.
Yeah, typically runners will wait until they either have the mirror to get up to Hera or the hammer to get across.
Yeah.
Speaking of. Or the hookshot is the other item that you're kind of looking for.
And we got the, yeah, could need that later on. We're going to need at least one medallion, given that we've gotten 2 Light World pendants. Yeah, you might as well get that heart container on 5 hearts right now and still on green mail.
Yeah, always nice to have a little bit of extra health, especially if you're going to South Shore anytime soon. Those crabs will do 2 hearts of damage, so getting a little health there could really help out.
Those crabs have claimed countless lives over the years.
Well, Dave's saying no to the heart.
To answer a question, chat, no, you need a bottle to check Sick Kid, not the bug nets. It gives you the bug net in vanilla, but that's only after you give them a bottle, or only when you have a bottle in your inventory.
Yeah, that's one of the interesting things about vanilla is you don't really perceive that because the first bottle you get is right there in the back of the tavern, so you might not realize that playing it vanilla. I know I never put that together when I was a kid. All right, Dave's heading over to Saha's hut. We'll likely do Eastern right after. Let's see if we get some information on that green pendant.
And then sometimes runners will check that if you already know 2 Light World pendants. In fact, Dave's Cut is doing it, and it is pod. Ooh, early pendants today.
Yeah, pod Eastern. Always the dream to do those back to back, and of course they're pendants. There's our bottle.
Let's look at the mirror. So that is full full Death Mountain access, including Tower of Hera.
Yep, I think that's what's on dazedcloud's mind right now. Looks like reset to Sanctuary. Yep, we're heading towards a mountain.
Another 100 rupees in the dam, so no shortage of money today.
All right, so we got some good divergence here. AK heading over to Mini Moldworm Cave. We got 5 more items coming our way. Got to be careful. We're on 1.5 hearts. These Moldworms will do 1.5 or 1 heart each, so you can only take 2 hits.
Yeah, and that first one not exactly cooperating.
Yep, took the bomb, so it looks like we're throwing bombs the rest of the way.
Yeah, we haven't found any arrows yet, surprisingly. Oh, okay, well, there's silvers.
But we still don't have arrows.
A good start to this seed. you get both your bows sphere 1 and, well, standard kind of messes with spheres, but yeah, you get the point. And then we have pendant pod and pendant Eastern.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a sword.
All right, AK doing some crab dodging here.
Only half a heart. Pretty much anything's gonna kill you on half a heart. Alright, it looks like he's gonna set up a water walk. He's gonna have to be careful again, going through everything. No health refill there. Dave's gonna try to do this bomb jump. It's a little precise. And he gets it.
Very nice.
This bunny sprite. I did not see what the other red crystal is.
Yeah, that one went up way too fast for me. I was looking northeast, so perhaps Meyer.
Okay, Misery Meyer.
Okay, we're getting confirmation it was Meyer. All right, AK set up that water walk. We're checking the waterfall ferry. There's our first 10 arrows and just some money.
And we have a vanilla big key, and he's going to choose not. Oh wait, no, he's going to choose not to do it right now. Interesting. Maybe hoping for a hook shot in East Death Mountain.
So I was watching AK stream. Oh, the single arrow.
There's also another sword on the floating island. Yeah, we were starved for arrows, and then King's Lord just gives us one for the cheap price of 500 rubies. And by cheap, I mean ripoff. It's kind of heading into Paradox Cave now, and just a piece of art on Hobo.
Yeah, so that water walk not providing us any sequence breaks, unfortunately.
Well, there's our Moon Pearl.
Yep, and we have full Dark World access now. Well, I suppose it was it's almost full. We can't get Dark Death Mountain unless we get a mids.
Yeah. I consider full being everything not Death Mountain. Like East Dark World. Alright, what else do we have in Paradox Cave? We got Blue Mail. That's about it.
Yeah, so you can kind of see the wheels turning on Dave's sides, thinking, all right, should we go back to Hera, or do we just save and quit and save it for later?
Yeah,
again, making the...
Yeah, we're a book away from Ped being in Logic right now. And Dave's caught having issues with the bottom, so I'm just going to save and quit.
Yeah, now I didn't see. Was there an item in the basement of Hera before getting the small key?
It's the big key, and there's two items upstairs. Just going to make that Eastern Palace play.
Yeah, but think about Dave's mindset here. All of Dark World is opened up, so yeah, obviously we're going right now over to Hype Cave.
So making the trip to Hype Cave to start out. Oh, there's our Green 20 that replaces the boots. First Dave's first arrows. And the mitts.
There's the mitts. Alright, so now the world's really open to these runners. Oh, and we have the Red Cane over in Eastern.
So yeah, Dave's is going to have to come to Eastern Palace at some point. Dazed is going to be getting silvers very shortly.
Yep, They are just hiding behind this door here, along with a whole lot of nothing else.
Map and the big chest. I have not been counting items. I know we've gotten at least one. Is Dace thinking about going into... I don't think he's doing Swamp Palace right now. Just getting the dam.
Yeah. I mean, it could be worth like checking the first item or something like that. I mean, as long as you're pulling this switch anyway.
I mean, there's a compass. There is an item on the Armless Knights.
Okay, it was just a damn check for Daze.
Oh, right, we don't have flippers. We can't do Swamp Palace right now.
Well, at least you could have gone in the door.
And then they were like, oh, wait, I can't do this.
Okay, having to get a little creative with the those popos there in the room.
Or just 2 digs for 50 rupees. That's worth it. Well, I mean, you had to pay 80 though. Maybe not. All right, Armless Knights. Blink and you miss it. Okay, we get a mushroom.
So a item TBD from Eastern Palace here.
And fake powder is possible for Dritz.
Okay, now we did just have a save quit, and so it looks like we're going to set up a fake flipper here. We're going to check and see if it's worthwhile, and if it's worthwhile, we'll keep it. Otherwise, we might do a hard reset.
And this is going to be really important because if this is something needed, dazedcloud is going to have to beat those Armless Knights. And we got, instead of them making swords, they're making clothing.
Oh, okay then. So yeah, definitely required those flippers and the King of Samaria right behind Eastern Palace, and so Daze is going to need to go there sometime soon. Looks like our runners are converging now on the sick kid. Only momentarily.
And next up, well, Daze is going to go into Thieves' Tournament after the chest training game. It is fully clearable, and it is a crystal. Even more money. Citrus now going to make his way up the mountain.
All right, looks like we have a nice little live prediction going on. Is will Desert Palace or Pod have progression? So get your channel points in soon. See if we can get some gambles going.
He's now making his way to the back of Thievestown. It's going to eventually end up getting the Moon Pearl in the sword. I'm going to get the sword now, eventually get that Moon Pearl. Sword on Floating Island is now available to us. And of course, that had to be picked up on another trip. Can't be done on this trip for Dritzt.
Very nice Hellway dash there for dazedcloud.
Yeah, those things aren't always that cooperative.
Yeah, so now the big question is, are we going to go see the rest of Hera here? So we know that Dazed actually left the 2 items behind.
They just pull Hookshot out of the attic.
Yep. Well, you'll see some runners, you know, if they can find our items elsewhere, they really do enjoy leaving the Tower of Hera for last because you can get your 6 crystals. You just mirror in front of GT. Then you just go defeat Moldorm. You mirror back, and then you're ready to go in.
Yeah, looks like Dritzt is going to get the big key. He will have to climb the dungeon the normal way, though.
Nice coffee break set up there. Just a map there in the big chest of Thievestown, so our last time is probably going to be on blind.
Yep, there's your big key. Flippers are on the Witch with the Mushroom on Armos Knights and Pendant Easterns, which could cause issues later on for Dazed. Could it be a pendant?
Very nice blind fight, only taking 1 point of damage, and we get in return, oh, the flute.
Well, we were talking about Pet earlier. That's in Logic right now.
Yes,
although we've been finding a lot of stuff, so we're kind of down to just the rods and maybe a medallion, or maybe a medallion. Yeah, Dazed was going to get CJ out first, and then it's going to... Let me activate the flute now.
Alright, so far in Hera, we just got 3 bombs, unfortunately. Drew's just missing that dash.
Yeah, Dritz skipped the big chest. Interesting. And not punished for it.
Well,
And also,
punished and not punished because it's 2 useless items. It was a pack of 3 bombs and a piece of heart.
yeah, and Daze will be able to go mode this once he comes back. Well, he might be going back now. Oh, he gets dead rocked.
Yeah, Daze will probably also check the Turtle Rock requirement. It's always nice to know what your medallion you're going to be looking for if you are looking for one. Probably go ahead and grab whatever's in Hookshot Cave and Super Bunny Cave while we're at it.
Alright, he's making his way through Super Bunny Cave. Hookshot and Mirror make that bottom part a lot faster. Well, there's the ice rod.
Yep, so our ped requirements are dwindling. Just Fire Rod and I think a medallion will be the only things left that can be up there. There's just Moon Pearl.
Okay, we're gonna need bombos. Alright, so Hookshot Cave gonna have anything. Well, okay,
there it is.
The key under the mat.
Now here's the interesting thing. Dazed obviously doesn't have the red cane yet, but if Driz gets to this point, does Driz make the decision to go in? Because you can grab a couple of chests if you have the cane, but no Fire Rod.
Sometimes you can end up on Laser Bridge, which I've seen that happen before, and it's not paid out.
Yeah, but you need your you need your key layout to be absolutely perfect for that to happen.
More likely you'll get thrown out at some point. Alright, Dazed is going to do Hera with the Hera pot, and he will not have to worry about leaving any items behind.
Doing the nice boot setup here. Very nice.
There has been a double rod and laser bridge and a non-inverted entrance ramp to the CV. Oh gosh, that sounds horrible. I mean, fire rod there is disgusting on its own, but ice rod? Fantastic Moldor music.
Which will get cut short with 3 nice Master Sword spins for that piece of heart.
So Daze now has 2 crystals. He might be doing Out of Logic Spite Cave here. What's in the bottle? I think it has a fairy.
It's a fairy, right? And after a fairy revival, you do get extended iframes, and so that might be what Daze is banking on here.
Yeah.
Probably not a bad play. They're probably thinking that at some point we'll put a blue potion in it later for more refill.
Yeah, Taste has no shortage of money.
Yeah, but only a piece of heart, so probably a little frustrating to burn it just for that. All right, where do we go now?
Probably Swamp Palace. Maybe do an Ice Palace, actually. Oh, he doesn't have the cane, so maybe not. Just get the blue potion now. Okay, flip to 6 and see what Misery Mire is, see if we need Ether. Oh, it is Ether.
We do need it. Let's see if it's another key under the mat situation.
There's the cape. I don't think we've seen Bumper Ledge yet. Looks like he's gonna do at least check Desert Ledge and do it. Maybe do the front of Desert Palace. Oh, Shovel, okay.
Interesting, another fetch quest. All right, so this is getting to our prediction in chat here. Do we have any kind of progression here?
Okay, that's one item on the torch.
Yep, so we're just looking for one more to confirm or deny that there's something in here.
We knew I had to have some sort of key. There's our big key.
Yeah, now if we don't find the other item, the question is, does Days... Well, there it is. Never mind.
So, yeah, we're not beating land moles unless pet ends up being required.
Okay, we're gonna wrap up this southeastern or southwestern corner with a checkerboard cave check. Might combo this into a Gina as well.
Okay, so no key under the mat this time. And just 20 rupees in a Gina's cave. Drit's hallway not as clean. Enemies getting in the way there.
Yeah, that hellway's always really hard to navigate. In addition to getting the right pixel, you have to get the enemies to behave in order to get through it cleanly. All right, looks like Daze is going to follow up on that shovel. Let's see what we got digging up over here.
It's a sword.
All right. Well, now it's not as vital. It was the last sword is over on Zora Ledge, right?
Oh, it's a floating island.
Ah, floating island. Which we picked that one up, didn't we? So
That Dazed has. Drit's hasn't.
Alright, looks like Daze is going to start doing the north side of the Dark World here, starting with a couple of items here in Skullwoods. Can't quite clear it yet, we need the Fire Rod to get to the back, so we could get both items right up front.
And we do start with a green rupee.
Yep, and the unfortunate thing is we don't have a key, so it looks like we're going to the vanilla big key chest. Nice thing about the logic here is if this does not contain a key, then by logic you know that you do have a small key and you're safe to drop down into that first section and be assured that you'll have a key to get out.
And we do it a key.
Just on the blind fight so far, phase 1, really nice. Very nice blind fight. Both these runners excellent with that blind script, and there's the flute.
Nice use of the hook shot to clip through the spikes. And second item is either in the back or in the big chest that we cannot open right now. Or did we find the big key? No, we didn't. Okay.
Yeah, so it looks like we're just going to head out here. We're going to head off to the east. We're going to check that bumper ledge since we've got that nice handy-dandy cape to get it if it is something, and then we'll probably go to Graveyard Ledge.
Oh, there's the Ether Medallion.
All right, the walls are closing in on the ped. Only the fire rod is the last item that can be on there to require ped.
I guess it's kind of key under the mat, sort of, because the cape was in Meyer's shed.
Yeah, they left the key at will call. Now, it's important to note that once we do find that fire rod, it'll be no mode for those of us watching the race, but unfortunately for Dazed, Dazed is going to have to head over to Eastern to get both the Cane of Samaria and the flippers off of the mushroom turn-in, and I don't know how long it's going to take Dazed to get over there. Alright, meanwhile, Drist is over here and in possession of the flippers and the hook shot. Can do swamp, unlike Dazed earlier on.
And even more money in King's Job. Thanks, game.
Alright, Dave's setting up a nice kern jump here. Let's see if we get it.
That Hinox is going to get in the way.
Yeah, he always seems to find a way to insert himself in the situation. Little late on that jump. There we go, that does it. So yeah, this makes a lot of sense for Daze. We're going to head over here, we're going to hit the catfish, we'll probably mirror and go ahead and do the Zora checks. And then we'll see if Daze decides to save and quit there or walk out of Zora's domain, come back and do pod. So yeah, at this point, the two main areas with the most density of checks right now is going to be Swamp, which we're seeing on Driz sides right now, and pod, so we will see what happens soon.
Yeah, he's trying to set up a splash delete, but doesn't get it there. He mapped in the compass chest, so we got at least one item on left side. So Driss is just gonna go over and do it. It's gonna go over there and do it now.
Yeah, if you've got the Kansamari and you know how to do this this nice little setup. Oh.
Gonna get the key first.
Yeah, there's a nice little diver down trick that you can do here if you're so inclined, but it probably only saves just a couple of seconds, so not that big of a deal not to do it.
The lovely 44-minute ice rod cave check. First days have had a lot to do in the meantime.
And it looks like Daze is being a little stubborn here, checking everything that isn't a pendant dungeon.
And where that can of burn is just going to sit on that island forever. Outside swamp is nothing.
Yep, so now it's time to check the back, see if we have any goods back there. Look at this. Looks like Daze is heading over, probably going to do the Pod Eastern combo.
And we have not yet found the big key in Swamp, though. Dave's now heading to Pod. We'll see if he also goes into Eastern. We know he needs to do the whole thing. Nice diver down on Drit's side.
Yeah, it's also likely, or it's also possible that big key is just chilling inside the big chest because it's not required here for Swamp.
Yeah. Oh, well, there it is.
There it is. That's one of the most awkward placements for the big key because, you know, if it's in that first chest after diver down, well, you can just turn around and go back upstairs. But now you have to make the decision, okay, do I turn around and go and get the key after I defeat Argus?
Yeah.
And it's going to be a bit of a arduous Argus fight here because we're on fighter sword, so either you got to do some hammer strats or you're committing to just spins with that fire sword.
So Pod was immediately bow locked, as we see.
Yeah, but not that big of a deal since both of our bows were very early and available.
Yep.
All right, Driz doing the spin strats here on the Argus Puffs. Yeah, the alternate there is menu strats. That's kind of my preferred strat, but that's just because I'm too lazy to learn this strat.
Oh, well, there's the big key, so the other chests in the front of Pod will be small keys. One silver arrow to Argus takes it down. And it's a Harganeer, so big chest, I believe, doesn't have anything. Unless I was miscounting. Oh, okay. Nice getting stuck in air and then jumping down there. Looks like Daze might hammer jump here. Because he didn't get that small key that's in the Stalfos basement.
Well, so far a good amount of health here in pod, but no fire rod yet.
All right, key number 5. There's a map, so Harm's Hallway's going to have the last key.
All right, here's that hammer jump, so we can save the key. Pixels look right. There it is.
Right, yeah. And I think we've seen all our 300s at this point. Oh, okay, there it is. Well,
all right, so now here's the big question. So Days just got the fire rod. The fire rod's unlocking Skullwoods and unlocking Turtle Rock. Does Days stick around and commit to Eastern, or do they leave?
no, he can't get into Turtle Rock right now.
Oh, that's a good point.
All right, yeah, again, matter of does Days go to Eastern, does Dritz go to Pod?
Well, then here's the other thing. That red cane was in the second chest. Do you grab the red cane and then immediately nope out and not commit to Armos Knights?
I could absolutely see that, because he's going to have a fully clearable Turtle Rock ahead of him once he gets that. Dazecloud is going to get this green pendant. Yes, Fire Auto's in Pod in the Dark Maze.
Yeah, so those of you that bet on absolutely yes, there will be progression in Pod, you win.
Alright, what's Dritz doing next? Oh, we can turn to check this, so this will be Master Sword for him.
I do like how both of our runners did that nice swag shovel dash to get to the dig spot.
It's pretty cool, I'd say.
All right, just a piece of heart there on Helmasaur. So let us see what happens next on Days sides. Meanwhile, just heading up to Turtle Rock, going to get the news about the Bombos being the requirement to unlock. But we'll probably get the key under the mat immediately, so we'll see if he turns around and decides to take a quick peek. Well, just a big 20 there from Saha. Ooh, Dazed is fluting away.
Okay, gonna finish Skullwoods, it looks like.
Yeah, Dazed is chasing progression here. What did that fire rod unlock for me? So it's probably going to be Skullwoods, and then even though it didn't quite unlock Ice Palace, I'd probably see Daze going to Ice Palace, even though it doesn't have the flippers yet.
He also doesn't have the cane. Yeah, Cane's in Eastern Palace. It's early, and then Mushrooms on the Armos Knights, and that leads to flippers.
Okay, Driz just got the Bombos there. Now, I'm wondering, did Driz actually see that there was another sword there on Floating Island?
I believe so.
Yeah, we're going to get that. Just the raw firepower upgrade from Master to Tempered is worth this time. Now, if this were going to be Driz's Butter Sword, probably not worth the effort, but in this case it is.
Yeah. Is Stretz gonna go into Turtle Rock here? Oh wait,
Yeah, he's got the medallion, and he can get to the first couple. He can get to the first chest, and if the first chest is the key, he can get to later chests. So we'll see. Of course, we know this is a losing proposition because that fire rod's just chilling down a pod.
Yeah, the sooner he gets thrown out of the dungeon, the better. In his case. Very nice mouth fight for dazedcloud.
Okay, this first chest is powder. So Driz is going to immediately nope out of here, and we'll see what happens next. Looks like this might be a spike cave play. We have the cape, which is kind of logical access.
Yep, it's got a bottle, so it is. Alright, Dave's gonna do a Misery Mire now.
Get a bird toss, bird toss, bird toss.
Oh, he's gonna do it.
Yeah! Okay, of course we forgot to mention that Daze is doing this without the red cane, so definitely going to get thrown out of here. The question is how quickly.
Well, finding one item, and it is a blue potion.
Yeah, so Daze definitely wants this to be the other item, so we can just get out of here and look elsewhere. Of course.
Dropping the bomb there.
Big key is always there when you're not in go mode.
There's a key. The first item I smell is a heart container. No, Daze does not been to Eastern Palace at all. He does not have the cane, does not have the mushroom. And Dave's now hoping that he's hoping that he's vanilla right now. We know it's not.
Fire Rod is just chilling in pod in the dark basement.
So there's still one item left. I don't know. How many smoke keys have we found? I don't know if we found all three. Because if we haven't, that means the third's on Vitreous.
Should only be 2 items here in Meyer since we don't have any. And there it is. Humorously enough, that's our first shield.
Yeah, 58 minutes in.
Alright, looks like, well, where could Days be going here? Because there's not much left. Pyramid Ledge, maybe?
That's what I'm thinking. He can't do Pyramid Ferry. And I think we found all 3 items in Ice Palace.
Yeah, I think that piece of heart was the last one, and so just gonna go. Well,
or maybe not. Maybe it was missing. Or we found 2. All right. I think we found a small key somewhere.
Okay, so just gonna go and give the iced tea room a quick check. And Days picks up the 3rd bottle there on the Pyramid Ledge.
Okay, this is Eastern. Big question is, does he bail on getting the Cane of Samaria, or does he go the whole way to get the mushroom?
Yeah, I'm having a hard time thinking that Days is not just going to bail as soon as we get the cane. That's like, it opens up so much stuff, right? With, you know, especially in Turtle Rock, Laser Bridge. I mean, if you're reading the seed and you're looking at the tea leaves here, it's like, oh, my flippers are definitely on Laser Bridge when you find that cane. It's unfortunate that that's not the case.
Yeah, I could see with that cane. He's just going to Turtle Rock next.
All right. Meanwhile, Drist is going to take on Cold Stare here.
Just enough magic. Okay, looks like Dave's just continuing. Oh, no, he's leaving.
Oh, there it is.
Very nice Cold Stare kill with Tempered Sword.
Yeah, that's actually really, really tricky to get them all wrapped up there in the corner on Tempered Sword.
Oh, so we did have all 3 items. Looks like Dritz may have miscounted.
Looks like another thing that might be pushing Days towards following the cane here. Looks like that, the other red crystal is going to be the result of killing Vitreous here.
Oh, looks like Dritz is going to pod now. Now, that'll just put him Ether from Go mode. And he has not been over to Bumper Ledge yet.
Yeah, so each of these runners have put each other on a timer here. So the real question is, will dazedcloud return to Eastern before Drizzt goes and checks that Bumper Ledge with the cape?
And I could very well see Dritz doing it after Skull Woods. Yeah, Dazed is going to be full clearing Turtle Rock at this point. And Dritz could as well. So we'll have to see what these runners do.
All right. Meanwhile, Vitreous is just going to get silver arrowed down here nice and quickly. Not even a lightning cycle out of the big eye. Now, one good thing about Daze is, he knows he's looking for flippers, and because he knows he's looking for flippers, he knows that one place he can't look for them is Ice Palace. So if he wanted to just get Ice Palace off the board, he could full-on go mode it, not even check any chests.
Yeah. Okay, floating a 4. I think this is going to be Pyramid Fairy.
Yeah, but I only mention that because sometimes if you're in the heat of the race and you're just trying to think about where on earth could this thing be, having something that you can do go mode without really thinking about it while you kind of keep other options in the back of your mind, could be something that you use to kind of recenter yourself. And as of right now, no, we do not think Drist knows the Ether location. We don't think that Drist has made it up there to see the bumper ledge yet. Yeah, Driz will keep full clearing the dungeons until once Driz finds this fire rod, I wonder if they'll nope out immediately and go after Skullwoods, and if that happens, then probably we'll go and see the North Darkworld checks at that time. I do believe Driz knows that it is Ether that they're looking for because they've been to that area and seen the medallion.
And has the cape as well.
And here's going to be that fire rod. He's prepping the mirror, so it looks like we are noping out.
All right, this will save a... Oh, no, he's going to go... Yeah, I think he's checking his items. This, going... this is an item plus the green pendant.
Yeah, I mean, we both know that it's big 20 and a piece of heart behind Helisaur and the green pendant, but got to be thorough, I guess. Yeah, and here Daze goes. Where Daze is up here about to do Turtle Rock. I suppose the good news here is that the difference between a full clear Turtle Rock and a go mode Turtle Rock is not that significant. Probably just the time it takes to mirror back to Mimic Cave and go and get the lava chest.
And maybe being able to skip some of somewhere all of Laser Bridge.
Yeah, so Drizzt is looking for Ether Medallion. Ether Medallion's hanging out on Bumper Ledge. Meanwhile, Dazed is looking for the flippers, and those flippers are on the Mushroom turn-in, Mushroom being on Armos Knight.
Dazed cannot beat Swamp Palace without the flippers. Here's Drit's green pendants. Magic Bat, another Chuck Lumen over him.
Yeah, at this point, I mean, you're basically putting all of your chips down on Turtle Rock, and so any fetch quests you find in here or anything at all, you're gonna immediately follow up on. Another thing you would hate to find in here is probably the book.
Yeah. And we knew that had to be a small key. So how is the race going? We're in no mode. dazedcloud has to go to Armos Nights in Eastern to get the mushroom, which leads to the flippers. Dritz needs to go to Bumper Cave for the Ether Alien.
Yeah, and Drizzt is in the neighborhood, probably going to take care of Mothula first, but it's a little bit more likely that Drizzt is going to enter Go mode before Dazed does.
Yeah, I mean, there still is the possibility after this you go straight to Turtle Rock. Well, speaking of book...
You hate to see it. Yeah, so at the very minimum, Days is probably when they're done here with Trinex, we'll probably head over, check that ether tablet, and then we could see him reading off the pedestal just to make sure that it's not there.
I don't recall Dritz doing Graveyard Ledger King's Tomb. Okay, there are half magics in Mimic Cave today.
It's nice to have, but that'll... But it's definitely no flippers. Nice job on the Mothula fight there by Drizzt.
Oh, that was the same card on Mothula. Anyway, Drizzt now at 16 hearts.
16 hearts and red mail, so we're not going to be too much hurting for health around the rest of the seed. Alright, Dave's getting ready for what will eventually be bad news here on Laser Bridge.
I think Dritz is doing Skull. Okay, doing Skull as a full back to front here.
Yeah, I don't think Drizzt had visited this at all. So yeah, if it's your first time, you can defeat Mothula. You do that first, and then you start looking inside the front.
Daze now has 4 bottles. Dritz still on 1. This route for Drizzt is going to take a little longer to get to that second item, which is in the map chest. Yeah, you need magic.
Yeah, he had 1 sliver, and it was just 1 sliver, not quite enough. This is going to be a nice, fast Trinex fight. Rod, slash, 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 rod, slash, switch, repeat.
Alright, looks like Dritz is going to be... He's heading out of Skull Woods. Looks like he's going to be heading towards Bumper Ledge.
right, this will be the moment.
1 hour, 13 minutes, and 37 seconds. Drizzt is now in go mode. That's that Murderdactyl. Managed to stay away from him.
Yep, so dazedcloud is now on a timer. And Drizzt is going to be able to do Misery Mire in full go mode. He's going to get that big key on that first chest, so he's going to be in and out of that pretty fast. So, yep, and as we were thinking, it looks like Daze is following up on that book.
All right, there's going to be a flashing lights warning on Drizzt soon. Both seeing ether animations at the same time.
Just going to give us the bird toss.
Hey, they're both doing it.
There we go. Our runners are nothing if not entertaining. In fact, if we haven't mentioned it before, please go ahead and follow these runners. They're here putting on a show for you, and it'd be great if you can go out and just give them a follow. And there we go. There's our links in the chat.
Well, there's our last sword. Drizzt won't be getting gold sword, but that's not really that big of a deal. I don't know if he's a hoverer. Okay, he's not going to do it here.
Yeah, it's not that big of a deal to just make a quick dash around if you're not very good at hovering.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else other than Bombo's Tablet or the rest of Eastern Palace.
Yeah, I mean, the only other thing we can think of is it might be on the ped, right? And now the problem is Daze is right here next to Desert, so does he clear out Lamolos before he clears out? Okay, no, we're going back to Eastern. There we go.
Yeah, I think we got a race on our hands.
Well, Daze has got some ground to make up here. We've got
Oh, wait,
Ice
he's
Wall.
got Swamp and Ice, both
Yeah.
Swamp and Ice, but he can go mode both. Drizzt is going to have to do Turtle Rock. Yeah.
What takes longer? Go mode, Swamp and Ice, or a full or near full clear Turtle Rock? Because it's not.
Yeah, probably Turtle Rock, even though he is going to have to go to Laser Bridge.
I mean, he's going to be able to save the key from Lava Chest because we know that's the book and it's an item.
Not insurmountable, we'll say that. I don't expect dazedcloud's going to make a beeline for Armos Knights.
Yeah, you got one item left, and it's either the compass or the item here in this next chest. And so, just to be in the name of being thorough, we're going to go check this chest first. Meanwhile, just making his way up to Turtle Rock. Okay, so starting to think about these, where these two runners are, mentally. Daze is about to get go mode, although he won't know it immediately because it'll just be a mushroom. And Driss just entered go mode. We're at almost an hour 20 in a standard boots race. How behind do you feel at this point?
Considering that an hour 20 has been the average time, I believe, according to the instructional X sheet, they may not be feeling the most comfortable.
Yeah, you're probably going to be, taking a look at the at the race time GG room and being like, "How is my opponent not finished yet?"
Well, that might come into play at like 1:30, maybe.
Yeah, but with each minute that goes by, that feeling just keeps creeping up and up and up on you.
Because we found a lot of stuff early on once we got Dark Wolf access. This is a big race for dazedcloud. He doesn't really want to fall into an 0-2 hole in group stage.
All right, and here it is. 1 hour, 20 minutes, 11 seconds. dazedcloud is entered go mode. This frustration slashes to the magic shop owner. And we've got ground to make up.
Dritz will be able to skip lava chest here. Won't have to do Mimic Cave. We'll have to go to Laser Bridge and the key was in one of the middle chests.
Drew's being very careful not to accidentally spend that key.
Yeah. If he spends it, he would have to go to the big chest to get a key there. So dazedcloud will be able to save time in both Ice and Swamp compared to Dritz. As Dritz is already making his way towards Crystal Roller. Okay, Dritz is taking the gamble that both Lava Chest and Big Chest don't have small keys each, because that can if that happens, you'd have to go back. But he will be fine with the key here on Laser Bridge. Only happens around 3% of the time or so.
Meanwhile, Daze rip roaring through here on the Ice Palace, just immediately gonna ignore these freezors, gonna go straight to Cold Stare, man on a mission. Okay, and as Cold Stare is entered here, Drist is about to get Trinex on the right.
Yeah, Dazed is going to be a whole swamp and mountain climb behind. So that is dazedcloud's 6th, but this is going to be Dritz's 7th, which means it's going to be time to play a game soon.
That's right. 22 chests that big key can be in Ganon's Tower. So which chest, 1 to 22, do you think it's going to be in?
I'm going to go with number 10 today.
Well, I actually race this game, so I always like to predict number 2 because that puts it usually in Hope Room, and that's where you hope to always find your big keys. Got the guesses coming in. We have the obligatory 22 from someone already.
Yeah, Syriac's already throwing that out here.
Alright, but we will know the answer soon enough as Drist enters the tower at 1:24:40.
Let's start by going right.
And chest number 1, heart container. Number 2, big 20.
Alright, going left now.
Yeah, makes sense. We didn't get a key out of those chests, so it's usually not, you can't get to the right too easy. Oh,
Okay, it's on the torch. 3 it is. And do you want to pick up a small key here so that way you don't have to worry about... or when I say pick up the key there so that way you have a key for the climb. You don't want to ever go up with 0.
yeah, you don't ever want to depend on a key bailing you out in the top. And that's an important thing. Obviously, we're at 125. Driss may feel a little bit behind, and if you're in a rush and you're just not thinking about it, that's a mistake that you can make. All right, Driss now on the climb, going to be heading through the cannonball run here, and then immediately going to have to go ahead and go through all these gauntlet rooms, all the enemy clearing rooms. GT.
If there are 5 of them you gotta go through. Let's start with the first one.
Getting some nice arrow snipes.
So far, so good.
Yeah, these last couple rooms really difficult with all the ice phases going around, but just putting on a clinic here, getting through to the Landmola 2. Nice Landmo 5. We're going to head up. Get to the most satisfying Wizrobe kills in the entire game. Alright, just a couple of torch rooms here to go. Driss did not pick up the half magic, and so does have to keep an eye on that magic meter. Don't think Driss has any backup potions either, so gonna have to maintain that.
Should have just enough magic for powdering the antivirus and the bunny beam. Oh, okay. Yeah, gotta go back to... You forgot the mini Helmosaur. Did come up with a key, so he's fine.
Yeah, of course, getting bullied by a couple of these enemies as he has to retrace his steps there. Usually you want to go into that mini Moldorm fight on full health just so that you're nice and healthy for Aga and the subsequent Ganon fight. But, you know, at 17 hearts red mail, you're not terribly concerned about that. Alright, dazedcloud entering the tower 129.12, so a good solid 5-minute difference here. Oh, goes dazedcloud's going to get the number 1 key here, going directly to the torch. But it might just be a little too late for Dazed here as Drizzt enters the Aga 2 fight. Yeah, not a great pattern to start. Alright, gets a nice double off of that one. Just a single there. A nice double there to finish it off. And now it is time. Time for the big pig.
Right.
Gonna bring into full circle with the uncle going out for Weetabix in the beginning, and
Yeah.
Gonna reminding us that we need to have our whole grains. Yeah, just getting through these first 2 phases really easy. We're on to phase 3 already.
On to phase 4.
Alright, missed the torch, Chris, but not that big of a deal.
Might be a
up
triple,
a nice double.
yep.
Triple! And that's going to do it. Everyone get your GGs in chat for AK Drizzt, who will just have to cross this bridge and finishes in first place with a 1 hour, 31 minute, 58 second time.
You'll see. I believe we have Drizzt in the waiting room. Let's go bring him in. GG, Drizzt. Oh. We lost him. Hopefully we can get him back. I think Dazed also forgot to get a key. Alright, now we are joined by AK Drizzt. GG.
GG.
Yeah, that was quite a seed. Yeah, because the two of you had different go modes and different pendant dungeons. Effectively. Well, actually, your go mode was Ether,
yeah, mine was Ether. I'm assuming Fire Rod for Dazed?
no, it was the mushroom to flippers. He had a double. Yeah, he double dipped Eastern.
Yeah, that would do it. That would do it.
So tell us, Tris, were you feeling behind there at the end?
No, not really. Like, I felt pretty good once I got the flippers off the mushroom. Especially since Kane was early in Eastern, and was it Mirror and Saha? Like, I could totally see dipping. So once I got the flippers, I felt pretty good.
Well, you're very
Like,
accurate actually
a
about
little
that. That's exactly what Daze did, unfortunately for him.
Yeah, like, I was, there was always a little worry in the back of my head because I had been very thorough to that point. But I felt I was efficient with my thoroughness at the very least, so...
Yeah, like Daze has decided to forfeit, and it looks like he's decided to
just go to the
tavern.
All right, yeah, we do get the confirmation there. dazedcloud has forfeited, so get your GGs in chat for Dazed.
Yeah, we'll see if he wants to join for an interview. Well, it looks like he's also in the waiting room. GG, dazedcloud. I see you're excited to get a drink in the tavern.
I mean, after that, Jesus.
Totally understand.
I mean, I think I did anything wrong. The route felt good. Everything felt really, really fine. It was great. And then...
those flippers, yeah.
And then Eastern Palace happened.
A pendant thing. Like, for a while there, I was like, oh, it's a ped seed. And so, okay, no problem. So let me go finish pod. Okay, I finished pod. Oh, okay, I got fire out. Okay, well, quick check. Go check Skullwoods. It's probably there. And it's, there's an item on Moth. Let me go get it and check. I can come back to Eastern in a second. And then when I go back to Eastern, then there's my Cane, which unlocks Pyramid Fairy for me. It unlocks Turtle Rock. And they both have nothing. Turtle Rock even has stuff to waste my time even more. I mean, at the end there, it's just kind of like, I checked everything in the game. I have PED remaining. Remaining.
It just snowballed on you after that, and we were speculating on that here in the booth. It was, we knew that it was the Cane, and then it was the mushroom for the flippers, from your opponent's side, and we were really concerned that once you got that Cane, it's going to open up so much of the world for you. It'd be just way too tempting to go ahead and do that. And it turns out that's what happened.
I mean, there's nothing you can do when it's just like, I'm going to check everything now, and I mean,
it's classic. The flippers on Turtle Rock Laser Bridge. I mean, come on.
Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean, I was I hearing that right? I was listening just a little bit before I came in. Was your go mode Ether? You said?
Yeah. Mine was Ether. I dipped Eastern after Saha. Since I was right there, I just dipped it, got the Cane, went ahead and finished it because there was an item on the boss and I didn't have Moon Pearl yet, and the very first thing I did was turn the mushroom in.
Okay, well, I mean, yeah. I in my head, I was going, if there's something on Armos Nights, I mean, I might be in trouble here. And yeah, sure enough. I mean, at that point, I was just hoping it was PED, because if it was PED, I felt fine, more or less. But, What are you gonna do? GG's anyway, though. I probably should have said that first.
Yeah, no, GG's. That was like, I checked a whole lot of stuff because I never went up to Skull Woods or any of the north side, so I never peeked Bumper Ledge. So I cleared just about everything up to that point before finally getting my fire rod and then going to clear Skull Woods. So
Yeah, that's what really turned it into a race here. We were observing here in the booth. You know, will Dazed get back to Eastern before Driz gets over to Skullwoods with that fire rod and sees what's on that bumper ledge? And it turns out that you got there first.
yeah, as I was finishing Skull Woods, I even thought maybe I should leave and go straight to Turtle Rock. But I'm like, Bumper Ledge is right here, and like, I probably won't dip over to Catfish, but I'll at least get the Northern Dark World checks. Thankfully, I did that.
All right. Well, any other thoughts about the seed? Anything else you want to get off your chest about what just happened over the last hour and a half?
You know, I'm very annoyed right now. It's mostly what it comes down to. I'm mostly very annoyed. I kind of sitting here now 0-2. I'm just sitting here kind of going, okay, so I guess I got 4 more of these that I got to play now. All right, great, fun. So I don't know. But yeah, you know, we'll see what happens.
All right. Well, you guys have your next batch, your rematch on the schedule yet that we can look forward to?
No, not yet. I got a game coming up against Yaga in a couple of days, but other than that,
yeah, I've been busy with some other stuff, so we'll have to get it on the schedule. We got like another 2.5 weeks nearly, so you know.
Yeah. No rush, but you know, always good to know when people are racing again. But yeah, that's nice thing about this tournament is we're nice and open here. We can get these races in whenever we can get them in. So. All right. Well, if there's nothing else you guys have to say about the seed or just rando in general, we can start wrapping things up here in the booth.
I don't really have anything else to add.
Yeah, well, thank you guys for commentary and stuff, and yeah, other than that, see you guys later, I guess.
All right, and thank you guys for putting on a great show for us this evening. So once again, if you guys have not followed our two runners, that is dazedcloud and AK Drizzt. Their links should be in the chat coming up there if we get the command going. So thank you to the both of you for running. Also want to give a shout out to our restreamer tonight. That was Homemade Beer. Also for the tracking, Dr. Bowser. Thank you for that. And I wanted to say thank you to my co-commentator, VXR441. Give him a follow.
Absolutely, and make sure to give Quizbowl a follow as well. Let's see. Right now, my other match tonight that's getting restreamed is Hitman versus Koi over on ALTTP Randomizer. Oh wait, we have TJ Maelstrom and F. Coughlin coming up at 10:10 on SG3. Tomorrow, if you want to get up at 5 a.m. Eastern for Gentleman versus Crackerito, go ahead. It won't be restreamed though. First restreamed match is at 10:10 Eastern between Ellis and Sean Rhapsody on SG2. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and we'll catch you later.